Welcome back to another video, signs that you are on the right path. If you've clicked on this video, you've clicked on this video for a reason. There's some clarity here for you. There is some messages here for you. There are merely any coincidences in this universe. Everything is happening in divine timing. Everything is happening for a reason. It's always up to us to find the reason why things are happening in our lives. So today, as you clicked on this video, you will find out why you are here. If you don't understand the message, just understand what resonates within you and leave what doesn't. Before I jump up into this video, I want to say, take the time throughout your day to really check in with your energy. See what has maybe triggered you throughout the day so you can see where your energy levels have been dropped at so you can work on that. That's just something that I do every day and I tell my clients to do because we can become aware of what's going on in our life, what's dropping our energy, what's triggering us, as well as you guys, because everyone's on different levels who I'm speaking with, who are rapidly growing is the message just coming straight through. You guys who are rapidly growing, make sure that you're self-reflecting daily, seeing your growth, seeing any messages that have been presented in your reality. Make this real. This is who you truly are, you lovely souls. And always make sure you're feeling good, because feeling good is your highest priority. Let me jump up into this video today. Signs you are moving in the right direction. When you are on a spiritual journey, I would definitely encourage you all to truly enjoy the journey. Embrace and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. And understand or understand that everything happens in divine timing for a reason. That everything that is happening is designed in a certain way for a reason. And there are times it doesn't make sense to us. And can cause people to get off their path. This can cause people to want to give up because what we have experience in our lives and what we call bad might have scared us. So when we walk a path and we think that when things are happening on our path it's bad, that we're doing something wrong, that we're not doing something right, it becomes a challenge, a really big challenge. So I feel guided to make this video for you guys because it's not what you think that is happening on your path. So I want to give some more straightforward, straight to it signs. You are moving in the right direction. Take how it resonates again because I'm speaking to people on different levels the way the messages came through. You feel me? Before I get into it, make sure you follow me on Instagram. And Miss Kelly Travels Spiritually, you feel me? But let's go ahead and jump into this video so I can give you your clarity you've been looking for, okay? You are questioning the people around you. You are starting to wonder about the people that you have in your life. You are wondering, do these people even value you? You start to question, do they have your best interests? Is they rocking with you? Is they praying that you make it, or are they praying on your downfall? You feel me? Are they really good for you? You really start to question these people because you are becoming more aware of things in your life. You're starting to notice these synchronicities appear in your life. Many call them synchronicities. Many call them angel numbers. You might have once thought you was tripping when you saw triple numbers or 1111, especially if you're in the beginning of your awakening, or any time throughout your life, you can continuously see 1111. It's like, it reminds me of two poles, right? 1111, you're walking through something new. But also know when I want to say about synchronicities and angel numbers, wherever you are, take this message. In the beginning, you can Google the numbers. But when you Google the numbers, see how you feel about that number prior to you Googling it. Then Google it and see what resonates to you. Don't just take the first message and think that that's right. really see how you feel about it, because that's all that matters. It's how you feel about it, because that's what's real. So see how it resonates with you. And be aware of these numbers, because your angels are speaking and talking to you and guiding you. A lot of times you might have asked for guidance, support, answer a question. You might have sent out a question. You might be wondering, especially, am I moving in the right direction? This is probably why somebody has put this prayer out to the universe. Somebody has put this intention out to their angels and to the universe. And this message came to me to deliver. So this probably your message right here. So you probably be wondering, like, pay attention to these numbers and see how it plays in your life. Because a lot of times all the time on my path, right? This is how I started for the people in the beginners, right? But now I know certain numbers. I know what time it is because I've noticed cycles, and I know that my angels are always speaking to me. But these numbers clarify something that you may want to know. Am I on the right path? And you might get 222, and to you 222 may mean you're on the right path. You're at the right place at the right time. You see what I'm saying? So that is what I am guided to tell you, to make sure. That's what I did. Google the numbers, to make sure you know how you feel about that number before you Google it. And then take what resonates to you. This will be more of the accuracy, because it's all about how you feel about it. So your angels will try to get your attention on your journey, let you see you are not alone, to let you know they got you, they rocking with you, they working with you, they supporting you, they are guiding you. So pay attention to these numbers and see how it resonates in your life. It's going to be something that resonates to you and where you are in that time, in that moment in space, or something you might have. Let's just keep it simple like that. So another thing that happens when you are walking and moving and flowing and going in the right direction, it seems like everything's going wrong with the two eyes, but it feels so right. You can feel it to your core of your being. You feel it in your heart that it feels so right, but why does it look so wrong? Why does it look like everything I'm doing is fucking up? Why does it look like the harder I try, the more resistance, and which is very much key. That's why it's important to flow and go. But I'm not going to go deep into that. So why does it look like everything's going wrong in my life? Why is things falling apart in my life? It's because you're moving in the right directions. In the right direction, you see things that were built in your life that's not really a part of who you are. Check out my video. I said, when you question, who am I? It'll shine the light on everything that you're not. So things that were built, I'm saying a tower, things that were built that are not really a part of who you are will crash and start to fall down, so that you can see clearly. And so you can see that that's really not you. People start to leave because a lot of these people will leave because they can't weather the storm with you. They can't make it through the rain with you and what you got going on. They're no longer able to even support where you're going because they don't understand it. So some people do leave. But the bigger picture behind it is the universe moves these people out of your life for a reason. These people, no matter who they are, no matter how much you love them, are not ready to go where you are going. So things and people start to fall apart. For me, everything I thought I was not. Everything I was consuming and eating and, stuff of that nature, and the things I was using and stuff, it wasn't even really me. It wasn't a part of me. There were reasons why I was doing these things, which I discovered in time. That's why it's important to really trust the path, trust life, trust the process. So yes, you're moving in the right direction. I feel like somebody's like, I'm so glad to hear that. I felt like I was going crazy. I felt like I was doing everything wrong. I started questioning, why did I even do this? I started questioning, Should I just turn back around? No. You are moving in the right direction. In order to rebuild, you got to create space, to keep it very simple. There are times as you're moving in this right direction into this new and unseen and unfamiliar, you feel anxious. See why that emotion comes up. It's usually tied to some thought, right? Some thought that wants you to do something you probably used to do, wants you to go back to the familiar area, or to make you feel that you're not safe because you are walking in this new direction and wants to pull you back. See, you'll notice that feeling anxious is usually because you're doing something different. And it's always tied to some thought that just came across your mind that you can easily observe. When you feel anxious, just pull your consciousness back and kind of look and see what thought came across my mind that made me feel anxious. For me, I'm on a level where I've surrendered totally and I'm living in the flow. And there are many different things that I created to get here, right? There's certain things you do on paths and you change paths and all that. So I'm learning every day how to follow what I'm feeling and following my heart, and I'm doing it and living it. And things that I used to do, my mom would try to get me to do, and I'm following what I feel. It's not what I'm guided to do, even though I used to do it for so long. And so I might feel anxious because my mind kind of like, it's like a force feeling, makes me want to force something. Forced to go do this instead of feeling what I'm feeling. That's the simplified way I can actually explain that. So I do want to let you know that feeling anxious it does happen along your path. I mean, it's just not a doctor, but it definitely does happen along your path at times. And it's okay. Just find out what that emotion is trying to tell you. Energy and motion, emotions, messengers. Emotions are messengers. Fear appears to feel so real as you're moving toward things that you love, as you're walking and moving in the right direction. It feels like you're blindfolded, and it feels so right. But it feels scary sometimes. And when your intuition, your inner guidance, your higher self, source, God, is asking you to do something, start something, create something, you might feel fear, which is actually false evidence appearing real, but it feels so real. Check out my video where I made use fear as a roadmap. Anything that has fear on it is something you love, something you're going to enjoy doing, something that's for you. I realized too on my journey thus far that if you don't fear it, it's not even worth it. You know? I even heard before someone mentioned, with actresses and people of that nature, like they like to do roles and parts that are unfamiliar, things that they fear and scared to do, so they could try something new. That's what I've heard before. And another thing I've heard and even learned myself is that everything that you love, fear will be there. All you got to do is push through it. And when you get to the other side of it, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, that wasn't even bad as it felt. It was not bad as it felt. The best thing to do is to push through it. Don't run from it. Don't overthink it. Don't get caught in your mind with it, because resistance will come very quick. So just push through it and just move forward and go with it, because you feel it in your heart, in your core, in your being. You feel that it's right. It just looks what it looks like. I choose to always trust my intuition, my inner world over anything outside of me. What you see with your two eyes can easily deceive you, but your heart, your intuition, your inner world, your higher self will never deceive you, never lead you wrong. Keep trusting and walking in the direction of your dreams. And this also connects in with quantum leaping as well. It just feels like when you quantum leap, these energies kind of feel a bit more heavier, but it's worth it, because in order to live out, fulfill your whole potential, because man, you have so much potential, you're going to have to quantum leap when you're ready. when your guides and your inner world is showing you to actually create it all how you want it. Because it's not true that everything happens A, B, C, D. You know, like you go to school, you go to college, you work, you retire, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to do it this way, that way. You got to follow step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. You got to complete this all the way before. I mean, it's not really even about that. That's why it's important to follow the flow, follow your soul who knows who you are, knows what you came here to do, and knows where you're going, and knows what you love, in case you might have forgot. I heard, in case you had a little amnesia like we all have. Like we all have when we was born into this, 3D dimension. Another thing is like you'll run into obstacles, problems, challenges, mistakes, failures. Failure is just a resource guiding you in another direction. Something that I would say that you should chase. Like, not chase, but we don't even like that word, even though it's like failure is something that you should go after. Real talk. Let failure, use it as a resource, let it guide you. It's just saying like, hey, this way ain't working, so I'm going to take you to another way so you can dig deeper and find out what you really are capable of. You have no idea what you are capable of. So it looks like that you're failing, but you're not. You're actually learning and growing. You're actually moving in the right direction. Things are actually working out for you. More than you might ever know, should I say see. It's all working out. Failure just keeps you digging deep within yourself, pulling out these things that you didn't even know you have within you. Tapping into more your potential, your gifts, your talent, and seeing what you are really capable of. So you can really look at it like that. You see, mistakes are there for us to learn. Mistakes are always going to be there to teach us. Nothing is out to get you on your path like you may think. All these things are happening for you. It's like God saying right now, let me in. Let me help you. Let me guide you. Let me show you the way. Stop pushing me out thinking that this is not for you. Thinking that this is supposed to destroy you. It's not. I am here for you. I am here guiding you, leading you, showing you the way. You gotta let me in. Messages came through. So you'll run into these things, obstacles and stuff of that nature. Look at obstacles. I like to look at everything in a positive way because there are two ways of looking at things. If you look at it in a negative way, you're going to get that. If you look at it in a positive way, you're going to find a solution. You're going to see the truth. You're going to see what is really going on. Okay? So obstacles are there. I'm seeing a hurdle, like, a track hurdle, someone jumping over, leaping over, so that you can leap over them. Move through them, push them out the way in that way. And to break that down, simplify what I mean by that is like, so you can learn what is there to learn. Those things that are called obstacles, they're actually there for learning experiences that you will need to get to where you're going next. And every path will have them. And there are times when there'll be a clear path when it's time to move through. But we're not going to go deep into that. So obstacles are there for you. Life is happening for you, not to you. They're there because you have to learn some things. For instance, if you're not familiar with technology, like I wasn't, and I feared it and I was scared of it, but it's everything that we should learn how to use for ourselves and not just think it's entertainment, right? And we can connect to people worldwide. Like, I can see you right now. Hey, where you are. We ain't even the same state and stuff. You feel me? So, those things are there to teach you. So, when I feared technology, but I had to use it, I started using it. And I would fear creating new things online for my coaching business and certain things because I was like, what if I mess up? And then I would mess up and I would feel freaked out about it. But every time I learned, like the problem that was there that I messed up, when I learned it, I was like, oh, wow, I learned something new. And it helped me move through. And I just kept moving in that way. So that's the best example I could give you right now, is to understand that it's going to be obstacles. This is how you learn your lessons. There's going to be mistakes. This is how you learn your lessons. There's going to be failures. This is how you learn more about your capabilities. And you also learn the lesson. Because what I've learned about life is that everything is teaching you a lesson. Everything you do is teaching you a lesson. You're going to learn something because it's all about you moving through stuff. You're always getting ready for what's next. One thing I learned on my path is I thought I was ready for things, and only to find out I wasn't ready for what I thought I was ready for. I was only ready for what was coming next, and I had to get ready for that. Another thing that says you're moving in the right direction, as you always realize you can find the solution, and you are the problem and you are the solution. That's how it is in our lives. We are the problems in our lives, and we also are the solution. We have the solution. So I always focus on the solution and not the problem. Use the problem as like, why is this here? Why is this problem? What is this problem showing me? Problems are the way. Problems are showing you something. Is there something for you to learn from whatever problem that is there in your life? So you realize on your path, no matter how you might get scared, no matter what you face or go through, you realize that you always find a solution. And then when you can always ask and you shall receive. From your team, from your source, from your higher self. But you'll always find a solution. You have noticed that already by now, walking your path. That even no matter how you feel stuck or trapped or whatever comes across your path, you always find a way. Because you're powerful. Another thing is you get confused at times. And I used to think that why do I get confused about some of this stuff that I'm in taking, like this knowledge or reading something or whatever, or some on my path, right? Why am I confused? That's because that's normal. It's new to you. You don't know. Your mind doesn't just know what it is that you are learning and doing. Like, it's new to you. So confusion basically is just, it's normal to be confused. But what I realized, clarity will come in time. And then you'll be like, oh, that's why that happened. It's like you piecing puzzles together. That's why that happened. Now I get it. Oh, wow. And even no matter how as you continue to elevate and level up, you still going to be confused at time and taking new information. I just let it be. And I know in time, it's process. I understand it. Some things just click instantly like this. Like, oh, it's confusing at first. And it's like you start thinking about it. It's like, oh, because those are things that you've been wanting to know. You know what I'm saying? So it's normal to be confused at times, you know, and curious. You're becoming very curious. You're moving in a direction. You're becoming curious about everything, everyone, about yourself, life itself. You're questioning everything. These are signs that you, my friend, you lovely soul, you're moving in the right direction. I told you it's not what you think. I love you guys. Check this out. Share this video with anyone you want to share this video with. And if you like this video and found messages here, I want you to hit that like button, please. I appreciate you. So we can get this video out to my lovely souls like yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you watching my videos, finding messages here, and you keep finding yourself come back and tap it, hey, consider joining the Pure Clarity Mindset family. Because on this channel, we getting our mind right. I'm just here spreading awareness, love, and light. Confirmation. I dropped my crystal. There you go. We getting our mind right. I'm here spreading awareness, love, and light and truth. So open up your mind. Open up to the truth. Everything is working out for you. I love you guys. Peace, love, and light. Come back to see me.